Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Lucifer. This is season 5 episode 10, even though we've just restarted the series part B, so it technically feels like episode 2, but it is episode 10 and the first 9 episodes have been uploaded to the channel. You can go back and enjoy. God come down, you know, we finally got the introduction. We did get teased at the end of last season as he dropped down, and then we finished, and now we started where we left off. You know, Chloe couldn't remember what happened to Lucifer. He disappeared. She thought he was just about to say I love you, and then, you know, zoom, sucked out the situation because of obviously the Amenadiel, Michael, him and God situation. So she was left wondering what was going on with Lucifer. They're trying to figure out why the dad's here. You know, he's back. He invited them all to a family dinner. You know, Lucifer was stubborn at first. He was saying, why the hell would I do that? You know, I hate Michael. He's just caused me, you know, loads of pain since he's been here. Even Amenadiel's kind of sticking up for Lucifer, saying that Michael's here for something and he doesn't know what it is, but he's definitely not good intentions. Mazikeen as well, she went to ask God. She said to him, look, I want you to give me a soul, and he said that he can't give her a soul, and she said can or won't, and he's like, Mazikeen, you are perfect just the way you are. And she's like, you know what I think that you made an error, or you never own up to when you make a mistake, and you made a mistake when you made demons, which I think is a very interesting way to look at it. I kind of thought the demons were made to help Lucifer in hell as some sort of like guard and backup for him, you know, so he's not lonely down there. That's kind of what I took from it, but maybe not. Maybe there was another thing that we've not found out. But Maze, you know, she's getting emotion. She is literally a full-fledged human, isn't she? She just wants to be cared. She wants to be loved, and I really want Eve to come back. I really think their relationship together is fantastic, and I think she will shine if she comes into it. I like the fact at the family dinner, you know, it was Michael, Amenadiel, and Lucifer with God there, and Linda, she nearly made it out. As she was trickling off in the back corner. Pulled her in. He was like, look, you're very much part of this family now, you know, you're my grandson's mother. Come on, sit down. She thought it was well awkward, honestly. She even said this is a proper awkward situation. I was loving it how she was poking him as well when he was there. She was like, I can't believe you're really here. You know, I'm never going to get used to this. And then, obviously, in that meal, loads of stuff was coming up. They was throwing stuff here, there, everywhere about each other, what the intentions are, how they even said to him, God, that they think he's been a bad dad. And Lucifer point blank asked Amenadiel, you know, would you want your child to be treated, Charlie, to be treated as bad as you have been from your father, or would you want better? And he obviously said, look, he wishes that his child gets treated better off Amenadiel than he has of his dad, which is really deep. And then obviously they ended up arguing, Michael and Lucifer, and he stormed off. After Lucifer asked his dad, actually, look, I want a straight yes and no answer. Do you love us? And he didn't even give a yes or no answer, does he? He's cryptic. He said that, you know, if you have to ask that question, then I truly have failed you, which is very deep as well. But again, it wasn't a blatant yes or no, which sometimes you do need. And then to top it all off, at the very end of the episode, yeah, we did have Lucifer and Chloe, and they were speaking to each other, and she was saying, look, I'm sorry, you know, I've been pushing you, I've been that pushy girlfriend, I've been wanting you to tell me something which you might not be ready to say yet. And Lucifer said, look, I can't say those words, you know, I'm my father's child. Pretty much going back to that situation where I just said there, where his dad was cryptic and never said he loves him or he doesn't love him. And he said, if I told you those 3 words, then it would just be a lie. And that's devastating, man. I've never wanted a couple to be together so much in my life. I think they're absolutely perfect. The way that we first started, didn't we, in season 1? He's well cocky, she was a detective, she was telling him to get away, he was trying to solve the crime, and she was trying to solve the crime, and he was just one of those persistent people who was annoying her consistently until he worked his way in, and she realised that he is a charming guy. And Lucifer as well, man, every scene that he's in, you can't help but have a big massive smile on your face. I can't anyway. I literally get a sore jaw for looking at him. He literally makes me feel good just watching him like play his role. Tom Ellis, you are fantastic. And then we've had the slow burner of obviously Chloe and Lucifer as we've gone through the seasons, and he's getting closer tricks there, which I would like her to be in the series a bit more. And she's realised that he's a nice guy, and he's protected her so much. He even took a bullet for her, didn't was it when he was in the hangar? Did he ask God as well? He asked God a question to come down and protect her or something like that. So loads of stuff's happened. Lucifer definitely loves her. I just think he can't say it because he's got dad issues, so that's going to be an interesting thing to see. And then obviously Michael, he's been banished from Earth by his dad. He said, look, he don't belong here, he should go back to the Silver City. And then he went to speak to Maze and he said, look, you know, he didn't say I'm not going to do that, but he said I'll get what I want in the end, and then just disappeared. So that's where we currently at. I can't wait, honestly. This is a fantastic series and I can't wait to watch more. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, you can click in the description and watch it free on a Patreon page. Just click on that and go and enjoy. If you're staying here on YouTube, please smash a like on the button, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. He's a good singer, isn't he?
And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. What a wicked game to play, to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way.
Mate, I'm loving it, mate, as well. I want you to, Lucy, as well. Fall in love with Chloe, mate. Honestly, that was played out really good. This was a sick introduction.
You can't say it's good to see you, Dad. What are you still doing here? This is my one chance of happiness, so please just stay away from me.
I'm actually surprised as well to see you here. I sent that text like 4 hours ago. I didn't think you were coming.
Well, poor Steve Rockwell here, dropped dead at the 50-yard line. What is whistle with poison?
That blows.
Hey, nice.
Another one bites the dust.
What's going on?
Miss Lopez, you all right?
Oh, it's exciting, man.
Ooh, let's go. Steve walks warily down the street with the brim pulled way down low.
Ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Another one bites the dust.
Oh, I'm loving it, trust.
Another one bites the dust.
Hey, 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 hey.
But I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, I've got to say, right, honestly, if we get a dancing, singing episode, I'm gonna fucking love it, mate. Honestly, I've not even uploaded any of that, like a singing thing, to YouTube because it's prime copyright. I don't know how people get away with putting songs on there, like those people, yeah. How you get around it, you know, you've definitely been on YouTube for a long time. But me, it gets struck down. But I've watched all of Glee, all of Grease. I've brought up watching all the Hannah Montanas, yeah. I've been in that age, High School Musicals, you know, Camp Rock, all that stuff, right? It was my age. I was like 10, 11, 12, all that stuff. I hardcore love singing. If I'm getting a full episode of this, I am going to absolutely love it, mate. It's going to be one of my best episodes of Lucifer. I cannot wait.
What part of stay away from me do you not understand?
Just wanted to see exactly what it is you do for work.
It's going to be good. I know it.
Oh, God.
I'm so pumped. It gets me so excited, this show.
Did you have to make any of these type calls recently?
Actually, yes, just last week, and we got threatening emails. It was bad.
Could I take a look at those emails?
Do you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there. Usually on this show, yeah, it's always the first person that you see is the person that kills him. So let's see if it actually turns out that this woman speaking to Chloe is the killer.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, just someone in dire need of wardrobe advice. I mean, socks with sandals. It's my dad.
You are a terrible father. You know, your kid acts up and you kick him out of the house and go radio silent for thousands of years?
He's lucky to have you.
right, because I'm a gift.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, nice, don't, yeah.
Now you see what I've been dealing with.
Charlie won't be getting wings, Linda. Ever.
Do you not realize that this is good news?
Yay.
You think angels are better than humans?
They are better.
Live forever. There's our superhuman strength.
Oh, look at that. That is hilarious. That, honestly, that is literally a wife and a husband right there. I mean, they're not married, are they? I can't remember now, but that is relationships. You get one trying to do that, show off, and the other one's looking at us seriously. Have you just done that? That's funny, that, honestly.
The world would be a better place if you would just drop dead. This email came from your account, and until last week's playoff loss to the Wildcats, you had a full scholarship to SMU on the table.
He doesn't know what he wants. That's why I'm here, watching him. Every breath you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
Every game I play, every night I stay, he'll be watching me. Dream a night I can only see your face. Every move I make, every night I stay, every single day, he'll be watching me.
Oh, it's so good. Can I just say RIP to my copyright strikes, mate? It is definitely getting struck down, but it's worth it because this is sick. I'm loving it.
What is it you truly desire?
I want to be a pastry chef.
Okay, if you must know, I sent that email. You can't hold me. You don't have any evidence that I killed anyone.
I saw Mr. Rockwell arguing with some dude in the school parking lot, but he got into like this really old school yellow truck.
JJ is permanently screwed, destined to be a broken man because of his overbearing, judgmental mother. The best thing for JJ is to sever all ties with the tyrant, get as far away from her as possible.
So where's your throne?
There are no thrones here, Dad. That's not how it works.
You don't have an office?
It's open floor plan, Dad.
Maybe get one of these.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dan, this is the big man.
Yes.
I believe you met my wife.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen you later.
Oh, Ella don't know as well. I love Ella.
Here you go, Ella.
How dare you? I don't want him.
Well, he's got a motorcycle.
Is it a Harley? Stop! What are you trying to do? Torture me?
Born, the nurses all gathered round. She said, leave this one alone. But bad. No, I don't want no scrub.
I'm vibing, me. I'm loving this episode. I'm waiting for a Meridale's tune. This is my favourite episode ever. I'm loving it. I'm loving this fucking episode. I can't tell you how much I love it.
Other than the victims, we found 2 other people's fingerprints on Rockwell's whistle.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Coach, and he drives an old school yellow truck.
Good to see you two hanging out.
He doesn't like the coffee. A subtle raised eyebrow, then straight to raining frogs. Here,
I should get in the middle of this.
Mate, they literally from they're like a leaf off the same tree. If I don't even know if that's the same, but they're the same people. My eyes are watering in, like, do you know when you smile so much that like you're just loving it. I can't express how much I'm loving it. I love songs so much. I absolutely love it. This, right? Who would have thought that they were tuning in to see episode 2 of part B, or whatever you want to call it, and you was going to get tunes, not me, out of nowhere as well. They're not afraid to push the boat, are they? You know, they've done a black and white episode, and to be honest, I actually like that black and white episode. I mean, I'm not saying it's the greatest episode of all time, but I enjoyed the Lily story and how it's shown that Lucifer give her mortality, and did he get the ring or something off her? And I did enjoy it. And Chloe, she was playing, was she playing a man in that one or something? It was just good. They're not afraid to push the boat. And again, like you say, you tune into this, you didn't expect it, boom, we've got song after song after song. To me, I'm smiling the whole way through it. The whole way through it. I absolutely love Lucifer. I cannot believe it's being cancelled. Like, literally, I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. It's amazing. Oh, therapy, mate, God.
Okay, he comes down here judging every little thing, which is ironic because he made every little
I'm not angry about anything. If I give my opinion, I'm controlled. I stand back and let him make his own decisions. I'm the distant father.
Why is your kitchen just a wall of scotch?
I was merely trying to take an interest in your life.
You turned my crime scene into a music video. I can't help myself if the music starts.
Okay.
You know that, and that's why you're doing
You know what a good father does? He loves his son unconditionally.
I think I know exactly what to do. Lovely, sweaty room you brought me to, Lucifer. Having some affirming, receptive fun. Speaking of, go deep, son.
What?
Wait a minute. You're not here because you think I had anything to do with what happened to the ref.
Tell us what it is that you truly desire.
Be tackled by a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. I did offer him a payout, just to, like, you know, nudge things my way. Turn me down. Then we get to game time. He actually does throw a make or break in my favor.
Lucifer told me that you found out about us. Must be quite a shock for you, Dad.
Yeah, whatever. You're an angel. It's fine. Met your dad. Suggested that Charlotte was his wife.
For a while, my mom inhabiting Charlotte's body.
Cool. Which means I'm definitely going to hell.
Oh, here we go.
In the afterlife, you could be headed for a serious strike. Now you make the scene all day, and tomorrow there'll be hell to pay. But all the things you try to hide will be revealed on the other side. In the afterlife.
Bloody celestial karaoke jam, it has to stop.
President Palmer, man, he's funny.
Oh. Boundaries.
Oh, please. You think this is the first time I've seen you naked? Try the coffee.
It's a little bitter. Where'd you get it?
Bolivia. I picked it up this morning. So, when are we going back to work?
I am going now, actually, Dad, but I think you should take the day off.
Rockwell has indeed refed for a school whose colors are orange and blue, Van Ness High.
I'll call JJ, see if he saw anyone from Van Ness in the parking lot.
Want to take a trip to Van Ness High?
I know it's not as cool as flying. At least we've got each other, right?
Us, the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
From the first time the doctor placed you in my arms, I knew I'd meet death before I let you meet harm. Against wrong, choose right and be standing up on my knees. I beg the Lord, please, let me be a good daddy, all he needs.
We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Ah, I've got to say, my jaw is aching. I'm smiling so much. It's brought me joy, this episode. And that's all you can ask, can't you? Like, literally, when you watch something, you just want to come out of it thinking, I'm so happy I clicked this episode. And tell you what, I am 10 times happier than I was like an hour ago or whenever I started watching this. I'm loving it. Oh, don't tell me it is her. I can't believe it if I got it right.
We tested the poison.
Okay, you're not suggesting.
Did Steve tell you that he argued with Coach McVeigh?
No matter what I did, I had to get out.
I don't think so.
It's not vulnerable around her now.
You okay?
She read into that as like I just did as well. Can I just say, I guessed he was the murderer. I have got to give myself some points for that. Well done, mate. Honestly, well done. Give myself a round of applause. Let's see if it follows suit the next episode, yeah? If we dive into the next episode, I'm going to say it's the first person that the interview is the killer, because the last episode, it was his girlfriend that was the killer, and she was the first person that they interviewed. And I remember in one of the episodes when he was in the trailer parks, and that one of these, he was working in a TV show, and you know, his co-star killed him as well. So it seems to be a recurring thing. I'd never even noticed before.
People don't change, and I'm afraid dear old Dad isn't going to either.
Can't fix thousands of years of pent-up issues overnight. I have faith in you.
They better not split these up, honestly. If they do decide to, the person who decided that, who signed it off, needs to be sacked. Look at these, mate. Get these together. Like I said, whoever signed this off, they're going to break up. They need to go.
How was your day, son?
Incendiary. How was yours? In with a lady, we had bad chemistry. No one can hurt me, remember? I am Dandy. Rejecting me, forcing me down to hell. The detective, she made me vulnerable, but it was terrifying, but it was also amazing. Hopeless life. I felt so. Throw it all away. Why?
I really like that side of Lucifer then.
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. There was no ransom to be paid. Sung unsung, no wine untasted. And still I dream she'll come to me. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living.
I feel sorry for Lucifer, man. Just want him to be with Chloe real bad.
So full of light that it blinds even you sometimes.
What does that mean?
That I cannot fix you, Lucifer.
If you can't fix me, Dad, then at least stop trying to control me.
I don't think that's possible. My powers, son. I think I'm losing control of them.
How? Like, how's God losing his powers? Oh, wow, that's... it's finished. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. Honestly, for me, I'll just give this like a 10, me. Literally, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm not saying like it's the best episode like in the world, but like in terms of my enjoyment, what I got out of it, yeah, I loved it. I clicked on it not knowing what to expect. I come out of it, enjoyed every second of it. The stories between each characters, the songs that have been played. What more? There's nothing more I could ask from tuning into something and then tuning out of it. Like, you watch stuff and you enjoy it. I perfectly enjoyed that and did not dislike one little bit. So I cannot criticize one bit of it, mate. I physically loved every second of it. It was so surprising what happened. The singing episode is perfect for me. I absolutely love tunes. It makes me happy. You know, there's plenty of times in the episode I said my jaw was killing from smiling so much. Literally, I just sit here smiling all day. This show is absolutely amazing. I'm devastated that it's been cancelled, and I don't know what they're playing at, like cancelling it. I'm sure that every time it's released, it's smashing at the top of the Netflix every single time. If you've never seen this show, I literally... You know what, right? I was going to say I feel sorry for you, but I actually don't. You can go, like, you've got the ability to go back and watch all of it, blank slate, brand new, and get hooked, just like all those that are watching this, because it's so good. It's interesting what's going on with God. You know, he's saying there that he's thinking he's losing his powers, you know, and that is possibly why he's come down to earth. Maybe he's trying to get help from his sons, or he wants to become a normal granddad, because... You know, he's lonely up in the top of the throne. You know, maybe one of these sons are going to take over it. Maybe when Michael finds out, that's what we're going to get the rest of the season. You know, he's always wanted approval. He's always wanted to rule. I don't know if Lucifer actually cares much about it. I think he just wants to be on Earth with Chloe. You know, he loves that. He loves the fact that he's immortal, but when he's around her, he's got the thrill that he could possibly die because, you know, the connection that they have. But then it turns out, obviously, God's come down here and... that woman just burnt him and it didn't have no effect on him at all. So that's pretty deep, that, to be honest, in terms of the relationship, because the information that we've been given is that when he's around her, he's vulnerable. You know, she shot him, he's bled before, when she was watching that flashback when Trixie was singing, I think she went over to him with an axe as well and put it on his chest, and obviously I think in that episode, if I'm not mistaken, she pushes it a little bit and he starts bleeding, you know, just to show his vulnerability side around her. And then here, obviously, they go to arrest that woman, she sets him on fire, nothing, literally nothing. And I wonder if it's that God's effect, that the fact that he can't tell his kids that he loves him, it's affected Lucifer mentally, and then he can't relay that love that he has into Chloe, which I'm devastated for, because like I said, I think they're a perfect couple, me. I literally love everything about them. Last season, when she was in bed and she turned around and she said to him, "What is it you desire?" I fucking loved that, mate. Honestly, when she was, I was going to say compelling. Literally, I've been watching the Vampire Diaries. I'm going to say compelling. I don't know what he's called. When she compelled him, yeah, and he told her what he desired, it was so good. That episode is great. I loved it. Do you know what? I'm trying to think of what episodes that are absolutely amazing in the series. Like I said, like this one, it's so good, this one, for me personally. It's got everything that I enjoy. I'd like good little bit of action, good information, lots of singing, storytelling, perfect. There's many episodes that stand out. You know, you can think of little glimpses. Like I said, the black and white one stands out, but not because it was an unreal episode. It was just what they done. It stood out. When she died, stood out. When Lucifer went to save Chloe and he wrapped his wings around her, that stood out for me as well. You know, loads of different ones like that. When he burnt his wings, that one stands out. When Amenadiel first comes down, and then obviously God's coming down, and now here, these are all episodes that just stick in your mind, and for good things as well, key moments of the show. And I mean, I'm really excited to see where we go from here. I want to know if one of them are gonna. Why does hell not have a warden? Literally, why does it not? We tried to address that last episode. He didn't say he'd give a cryptic answer. Who's God's? I mean, who's guarding the Silver City? You know, God's down here. Is it gonna be Amenadiel? Is he gonna rise up, or is he gonna be Lucifer? Is he gonna go up there? Is he gonna be in hell? He was the king of hell. Now he's gonna be the king of King of Heaven, and you know what's going to happen to Michael? Is he going to be banished to hell? There's loads of possibilities. Literally, we've got Michael saying that he's going to come back, and he's gonna. Well, I watched the trailer, and I remember seeing Michael. It looked like he was stood on the football field, and he stood there. Some people flew up with wings. I can't remember who it was now, but it looked like he was going to war. And I mean, if that happens, then that's going to be absolutely sick, mate. Because it's just twists and turns already. I'm loving it. Did not expect to finish season 5 as the finito done, see you later alligator, but then through the Save Lucifer campaign they extended it. So I always, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, have they had to change the ending to this season that they expected to do? Because they would have thought that it was going to finish right off the show, didn't they? And then obviously it got extended. Then they've obviously going to be changing the storyline so we can extend into another couple of episodes in the season after. So I wonder if they changed the complete storyline for the final couple of episodes and refilmed them, or what's going on there. I'm interested to see where that's going. But to me, this episode was absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy I watched it. And if you guys did enjoy it, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.